What's up? It's lunchtime, so I figured I'd make some spinners. Straighten this out a little better. Not much. Put the old number 10 hook on it. So I'm making spinners for fishing. That's the body. Then I put a bead on it, blade on it, and that's all for trout fishing. These particular ones. A lot of stuff will hit it, bass, pike, but these particular ones I'm making for this spring trout season. Somebody ordered them, so I figured during lunch I'd come down and get them done. I actually get a lot of people on these lives during lunch. Not sure why. It's cool though. I like it. So on these, they're 1/8 ounce, and I'm putting a number 10 3x strong hook on it. So then that body, I bend over the wire. This is stainless steel spring wire. Bead. What are you doing? You on lunch? Build a couple hundred of these a day. Getting ready for a big Christmas sale. Getting the bead on the wire is one of the tougher things. Shouldn't be, but the way I'm set up, I guess. I'll have to come up with a better plan. So that's an open loop. And when you put it in the wire form, it twists it. That's where you tie your line. Brad? What's that mean? Or do you mean bead? Assuming it was just a typo. Spell check got you, maybe. Or translation. So that's the bead. What's bread? I like doing this, it's fun. What's bread, bud? Can do probably over one a minute. So if I'm down here for an hour and I'm not live, because sometimes live I gotta stop to read, I can probably get 100 an hour done if I'm really flying. If I could see good enough to get this beat on there easily, I could get even more done. Yeah, noon's good. I just had 34 people in here. That's pretty good. If you would double tap the screen, gives me a thumbs up, and that helps people come in. And YouTube will show it to a few more people. Then we can get a decent conversation going. Thanks. Appreciate that. It helps. Like I said, these are 1/8 ounce spinners. I know a lot of guys come in and out, so I'm repeating myself because there's always new people in the live. So 1/8 ounce spinner with a number 10 hook. $25 people in here. That's pretty good. Do me a favor just to see. I don't mind. Normally I wouldn't ask, but double tap the screen, give me a thumbs up, and see if the number of people in here do take off. Kind of an experiment. I think during lunchtime, for me anyway, I think part of the issue is probably it's a lot of overseas people, so I don't even know if everybody's English speaking. But so I put that on the stainless steel spring wire. Hook goes on that loop. Wire goes up through the body. There's enough room. There's a hole big enough for the wire being doubled over. Then I bend that, it locks the body down. Get the bead on there. Blade. And the trout love these things. It's amazing. Our trout seasons start around March. The official opener is April 1st, but there's a couple of creeks where you can fish year round. So they'll start releasing trout in the creeks on April or like March 20th range. It varies depending on the weather, but thanks, Jack. Yeah, it's something to do. You shoot the breeze. Got a couple thumbs up. Thanks, guys. It should be. We want to talk about anything? About the drones. That seems to be a big topic lately. There's a bunch of drones over New Jersey. They had a big meeting today. In the meeting, all they said was, "We don't know what they are." So that's the government for you. They're like, "Oh yeah, we don't know what they are. Thanks for coming." And they say they can't figure it out, but yet, remember back in the day, it was a big thing. People were shining lasers. They can figure out who that was in a heartbeat. So all somebody's got to do is shine a laser at one of them drones that nobody knows what they are. I bet you whoever comes knocking knows what them drones are for. I like how our government works. You know they know what it is or who it is, you know? Really? I don't get that. I kind of get why, but it should be up to the parents and the individual. Australia's getting kind of crazy with that stuff, huh? I don't think social media is good for kids, but it's a fine line you're walking. Start taking stuff away from people, then they'll abuse it. All governments always abuse any power you give them. Always. Guaranteed there's not one instance where they don't. Yeah, them are duckbill pliers. They're handy for lure making. Because the wires, I'll show you on the next one. I use them for quite a bit actually, but this is the main reason. I bought them at, I, I believe these I bought at Harbor Freight. Depending on where you're from. So the name on them is Doyle. Doyle. It's possible that I ordered them offline, but I think I broke a pair and I got them at Harbor Freight. But you can definitely get them online. So when I double this wire up and push it up through the body, it'll be hard to see, but there's probably an additional, gonna go with 1/8 inch of wire. I can pinch it nice and flat, and then when I bend it, it's right up close to the body. And then what I do is just cut it fairly flush just so it can still hook that body and keep it solid. And then the hook can't come off. Some people put a loop on the bottom of their lures. When I do this, it just seems like they cast like a bullet. They cast really good without that body sliding up and down the stainless steel shaft. Just got a notification for something, I don't know what. But now I have a loop. Yeah, it's unbelievable that some people don't have them. They're extremely handy. He got them from Harbor Freight. And honestly, they're decent. They're built pretty solid for Harbor Freight ones. But worst case scenario, you can Google Doyle. I guarantee a bunch pop up. Well, hopefully you find them. What are you going to use them for? Electrical? I'm a little bit of an electrician, residential. I've wired my own house. I've built a couple, remodeled a couple. I always do my own residential electric. Not commercial so much. I've done a little, but not a ton. Now we're down to 7 people. The 7 people that are in here, give me a thumbs up, would you? See if I can get more people in here. Sorry if I repeat myself, because there's always new people coming and going. So, if you give me the thumbs up, it'll bring more people in here, because I'm down to 4 now. And honestly, for no reason other than I don't get paid or nothing, just somebody might want to have a conversation that makes the day go faster while I'm doing this. So the few people that are in there, are you on lunch? Is that why I get quite a few people at this time, or I didn't know if it was because people are on lunch, just sitting in their car or something, keeping themselves busy, or if it's overseas prime time somewhere in Australia or something. Because I get a lot of Australia people, and I know you guys do quite a bit of fishing, or at least the few I've talked to did a lot of fishing and catching yabbies. I catch a ton of yabbies slash crawfish over here. I can go out in an afternoon and probably get 1,000 if I really wanted to. Not eaters though. I had quite a few people in here at one time. That was good. That was fun. I had 20 some people in here. That's not bad for me. For just starting out, that's pretty good. All right. Got to form up some wire. 7 folks in here. That's good. How you guys doing? Thanks for swinging in. Appreciate it. I have to come down right before noon tomorrow. See how it goes. 'Cause I'm pretty sure I catch people for lunch. I'm making fishing spinners. Hopefully you didn't leave. So that's the body. Then I got to put a bead on there so the blade can spin on it. Getting ready for trout season. Sir, if it takes me a while to answer, there's a delay, I'm sure, from when you chat. And that right there, I'm looping it. It puts that loop in it so you can tie your fishing string to it. Then they spin nice because of that bead I put on there. My blades are all powder coated. They hold up great. They don't really chip. I made so many lately that I'm starting to run out of my wire. I'm going to have to cut wire pretty soon. I've made definitely hundreds, maybe 500 in the last day or two. Woo! There goes one. She gone. Yeah, so I'm making spinners, getting ready for the trout season this spring. I sell a lot of them on eBay, but I sell direct. But it's not really why I'm doing live to advertise them, really. If it works, that's great, but I just like doing lives while I make spinners. It makes the time go faster. But a lot of people have asked what I'm making. There's that body. I meet a lot of nice people on here. It's kind of nice. I even put up like political titles sometimes just to get people talking. So I figured a lot of people like to, and nobody really does. So I think everybody's getting sick of the political talk, which is nice. We usually end up talking about fishing. My area would catch a lot of trout, walleye, and smallmouth bass, largemouth bass. You can target pike, and I like pike fishing. For some reason, I just never really do it. We even have some decent muskie fishing around here. I would like to make muskie baits, but I don't know too much about it. I got making these back in the day when I first started trout fishing. Just thought it'd be fun to make our own. Then when you lose them, it doesn't feel quite as bad because they're a little cheaper to make yourself. I think Panther Martins are just shy of $6 now. When you're fishing small creeks, you can lose a couple of them. Only 3 peeps in here now. I love responding to the questions, so if you leave a question and I don't answer it, it's because it's taken a while to get to me. Gonna have to go powder coat some more blades too. They're going fast. Well, my lunch break is just about over, so I'll probably be taking off in a minute. My boss is mean. He makes me get right back to work. We just finished up our deer season here. That's glow-in-the-dark blades. I need some number 3 blades coated somewhere. Alright, see you guys later.